Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is the second time I've done this review. I had to start all over, but it is what it is. It is 3:50 in the morning, but we're gonna get through this. What's the name of this damn show? I put Real Love. It's not called Real Love. It's called Ready to Love. I don't know why I put Real Love. Probably because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so the season finale comes on next week. I I always thought that once they got down to 3 couples, we would like see the couple date a little bit one on one. I ain't know they become a couple and then that's it. And then that's it. So okay, I guess so. I should have watched season 1. Anyway, so London is still well girl. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a JayBird. JayBird. Dun 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 dun. That's what you get at 3:51 in the morning, okay? Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To also follow me on IG at J_Lees_Corner. Okay, now I can start. So London is still interrupting the conversation with Brent and Alexis at the cabin, okay? And Brent still feels like it was disrespect. Because, bro, I'm talking to her. Even if you walked up and asked her, could you talk? You seen me and her having the whole conversation. And they kind of having a pissing contest or whatever. But Brent was like, you know, just some bullshit or whatnot. And then we see London like, well, I just think him saying Brent need to stay out of me and Alexis' business. I'm looking like, well, what business do you and Alexis have? She talking to Brent right now. I'm just saying. So Brent walks away because he feel like I'm not finna, you know, I'm sitting up here and argue or whatever about it's team too much. So London then tries to talk to Alexis. Well, you know how I feel about you, and you know what I'm saying. It's about all this stuff, and she's like, all right, high five. Okay, yep, high five. He's like, what? High five, whatever. She's like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying, I'm done. And she kind of just walks away and leaves London. Let me see where the picture is. Leaves London in his coochie sweater. Okay, Gucci girl, look at this. Can't nobody on earth tell me, okay, that this coochie sweater is from any era besides the 99s and the 2000s. Okay, look at it. The color's not even bright no more. The color's not even bright no more. I'm just saying, so she left London in his cross-color coochie sweater on the side of the bonfire road or whatever. And I'm like, oh, poor coochie sweater. Coochie sweater. Okay, now we see Mario goes and meets with Reva because they have left the cabin and the trip is over. And they all back home in Atlanta. So my hair is so bad, y'all. I need to wash my hair today. Well, not at 4 o'clock in the morning. So Mario and Reva meets up. Okay, because as he say, both Reva and Tandy are both upset with me. Okay, and you know what I'm saying, it's crazy right now. Okay, it's a shit show. I say, yeah, it really, really is. So Reva comes there and says how, you know what I'm saying, I feel like at some point, you know what I'm saying, us as a couple, it wasn't organic. Okay, I feel like at some point it was being forced. And I said, forced by who? By Mario or by you? By both of y'all. Again, Mario didn't like Reva. And I think Reva didn't like Mario. I mean, so if it was being forced, it was being forced by the both of you, okay? She brings up how mainly him saying he kept telling me what he was going to do, but he didn't do it or whatever. He kept saying I had a whole wall up. And him saying it's a reason for that. It's a reason for that. And the reason is because I felt like things was being forced. Well, girl, I think she knew at this point in time, her and him wasn't gonna happen. And I don't think it's like, oh, I felt like it was being forced, so I'm leaving because it was fake. I think she like, it just wasn't gonna happen in general. Y'all had one moment in the pool, you know what I'm saying, piggybacking off of each other. And that was really it. And I think from there, Mario just kind of wanted a backup plan. And you was his backup plan, a just in case plan. And no, you never really show any feeling for him. So I think if anything, you were trying to force it and he was just trying to have a backup plan. Y'all both was faking it, if you ask me. In the sense that she said because of that, she is eliminating herself. Because she isn't falling for anyone there. I think she was smart to do that. I think once Reva and Carrie stopped feeling for each other, Reva was done at that point in time. I really feel like Reva did not have a connection with anybody else. I feel like she let that little text thing with Carrie get taken too far. Okay, taken too far, and now she, but it was what it was or whatever. And so she's going home herself. She was not gonna let anybody else eliminate her. I said, well, you're smart. Now he like, I'm so shocked. I'm hurt. Okay, I cannot believe I didn't play my cards right, and now Reva is leaving me. Mario, you don't need a spare tire for this journey, bro. Okay, you got good tires. Tom needs a good tire. Drive her. Let her drive you. Y'all drive together. You don't need no spare tire. And Reva was a spare tire. She was just an extra just in case your tire went flat. Okay, just leave it alone. But boy, bye. I'm so hurt. No, you not. You ain't like that lady. Boy, bye. Get on my damn nerves. Anyway, Reva like, well, it's all cool. We cool or whatever. It's fine. He then say, well, who knows what the future holds? Nothing. Not between you two. She don't like you and you don't like her. Okay, let her go. Because, you did say if we wasn't in this house, if it was a different situation, we could be together. No, y'all couldn't. At all. Okay, anyway, next. Now we see everyone is at dinner, okay? And the way they were sitting was weird to me. Okay, so as we see, London, Alexis, and Divine was at one table. Now, I don't think anybody made them sit this way, but that was a weird sitting for me, okay? Now, Tandy and Mario was at their own little table on the side, okay? And then Darren and Ashima was at the table together, and then Brent was at their table. I'm like, I don't get... That says a lot. That says a whole lot. And then maybe there was some producers who did that. But if I was them, I want to say, no, I'm not sitting between London and Divine because I'm the one that's in between their relationship, which to me means the people to go will be Alexis and Brent. Okay? Because they're not going to be a real couple. Anyway, so, Alexis brings up how her and Brent have gotten closer since the cabin, and she wore that short miniskirt just to make London jealous. And I say, girl, bye, okay? Now, Divine said how she's done with London, okay? She's done with London. So she's just going to sit back and watch this whole movie play out. I say, okay. Now, London is like, I'm going to figure things out. So they chatting it up, because Tommy is there too. They chatting it up and everything because it's 8 people. It has to get down to 6. So, y'all have to meet up and date or whatever and do whatever you need to do because 2 people, 1 guy and 1 girl, will be going home. I said, oh, okay. So Mario brings up since Reva's gone, he can fully focus on Tandy, but you was never really focusing on Reva. You weren't. You really, really wasn't. It's like if you have a savings account and then a regular checking account and you have a check for $5,000 every 2 weeks. Okay? And out your $5,000 check, you put $25 in your savings. Okay? And then $4,975 into your checking account. You ain't trying to do nothing with that savings account if you only putting $25 in it. Nothing, okay? It's just there as a backup in case you need some gas money there one day. But you're not really trying to put nothing into it. It's just there. It's just there. That was what it was, okay? Anyway, Ashima said how the cabin, you know what I'm saying? I was in my feelings or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was a bit intoxicated or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But me and Darren good now. I don't think they're going to make it, mainly because Darren's an asshole. But we'll talk about that in a second. Brent says at the cabin, you know what I'm saying, he and Alexis, he slept in Alexis's room, okay? And you know what I'm saying, they have a clear understanding of where they stand now, okay? And that was a shock to London, honey. London whole face was like, you did what? You did, the way he looked over at, the way he looked over at Brent, it made me chuckle, okay? I said, that's what you get. I don't like London. I think London is a playboy. I think he's a playboy Carter in these streets. And he trying to fool us and it does not work for me. Okay? Not at all. And then even, he go Brent. Okay? And I think between these two, okay, who was basically fighting over Alexis, I just don't like London. I don't. I think he's a playboy. The truth be told, I just think it is what it is, okay? So London's like, oh, wow, I can't believe that she would do this. I cannot believe she, that he slept in her room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I am butthurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's a deal breaker for me. I say, if you say so. But okay, Brent say, you know what I'm saying? But we good. Me and Alexis is good. Okay, now Alexis say the cabin was a shit show. Okay, a whole shit show. And because it was a shit show, she could not believe what London was doing and saying and how he was acting or whatever. You know, he was not the London that I knew. Okay, he was saying and doing things that I didn't think he would do, whatever. He wasn't back the person who he had been before. And I said, okay, fine. So he then brings up how London told her that she was his number one. Okay, and so when she seen how he was acting at the cabin, she didn't think that was, the way he should be doing things and whatnot. Okay, and that and London said, William said, I never, no, he said, I never told you was number one. And she was like, lies you tell, lies you tell. So this point in time, Alexis is on a whole full-blown, I'm going to call out London on anything he's ever said to me that I feel like it's fraudulent, okay? And she's like, it's a waste of my time to go back and forth with you about, the proof I have. But she then went on a proof saying spree. So either you don't have time to call him a liar and point out what he gonna do, or you do, okay? Because she did, okay? She brings about he had been telling me this whole time it was me and him, but I'm glad I saw who he was at the cabin because it gave me space to see Brent. I said, okay, if you say so, okay? And I went to the cabin thinking it was me and London. I thought we were good, but that wasn't true. Okay, if you say so. So London brings up how, I can't believe I have allowed Alexis to kind of poke at my emotion, okay, which made me lose focus on Divine, okay, my rock, my ride or die this whole time. When someone is your ride or die a whole time, you can't let anybody else poke at your emotions because your ride or die trumps that. So for that, I feel like London's a liar and he's a playboy. And even though I feel like Alexis is being extra, read all about it, I think there is truth in what she's saying, even if she's putting 20 on 10. And I feel like London's making it seem as if I can't believe I was hoodwinked and bamboozled and led astray this whole time by, spellbound and Alexis. She didn't turn my head away from Divine. She didn't move my head away from Divine. And it's all her fault. No, London, it's your fault. But I digress. Okay, so Alexis was like, yeah, you were just full of bullshit. We know, so was you. So this point in time, as Alexis is saying all these things that London did or said that she did not like, or how she felt like he had been playing the whole time, Mario decided to bring up, Alexis is acting like a child. You know what I'm saying? For how she up here going off on London like she didn't have 3 men on her tail. I say, first of all, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. Nothing at all. Even if she did have 3 men on her tip, if she cared more for London because of what he was saying to her, if she feel like he was lying, she has a right to feel how she wants to feel and call him out on it. You would do the same thing if out the blue time you say, you know what, I don't like you. I know I've been telling you I like you, but I'm going to focus on Brent. You would feel some kind of way. You really, really would. But you was playing Tandy and Reva. So, Mario, shut up. Anyway, Divine brings up how her and London connection not as strong anymore, mainly because of his actions at the fire pit. Because, again, he chased Alexis. He got up and followed Alexis. He did not follow her. Okay, but whatever. Now, London, I can't believe what's going on here. Okay, I can't believe, he was dealing with 2 women. And now one is fed up, and the other one's is just letting you be, hung out to dry. Okay? So, Alexis then says, London told me that Divine makes things too easy for him. Okay? And I said, what? So he was talking to you about Divine? Okay. So he said, I've never spoken negatively about Divine. I have not done that. And he says, Divine, have I ever talked to you about Alexis? And she said, no. My thing is one thing to say I have never talked negatively about someone. It's something different if you have said things about the other person to someone. Just saying. I can see London trying to downplay Divine to Alexis, the same way I can see how he can try to downplay Alexis to Divine. We've seen that a little bit to where he tells them, well, don't worry about the other girl because you this and you that. So again, that's why I think it's just a truth to what Alexis is saying, even if she's putting 20 on 10. Anyway, time but we just need to have y'all focus on the couples, okay? Because again, at the end of the day, it can only be 6. Ashima and Darren go on a little workout date. Darren is an asshole. Darren and Ashima ain't gonna work out. Mainly because Darren don't understand that you can have conflict and resolution at the same time, okay? Darren don't want Ashima to have her attitude, and he don't like the way that Ashima checks him. Ashima's loud. We get that, okay? He don't like that, you know what I'm saying? He brings up how, you know what I'm saying? I think you have trust issues, you know what I'm saying? Because you should be able to not bring up the whole tiny thing or whatever. She's like, look, I don't have trust issues. I don't like that word issues or whatever I'm saying. Like, we do not have to bring up Tanya again, but if you mess up, I'm going to say something. Well, you have to promise me, you have to promise me that you will do it calmly and we can talk about it. And my thing is, you should not want to control her emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say, we need to work on you not getting so mad so fast versus you need to come to me how I come to you. Otherwise, I can't be with you. I'm not you, bruh. I'm not you. And if I'm mad and I just happen to talk loud, it doesn't mean I'm arguing with you. I just have a loud talking voice. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to know the difference between the two. Okay? And so, and she's like, I'm saying, I'm from the country, whatever, and I do talk loud or whatever, but I wouldn't care. If I didn't care for you, you wouldn't even hear me fuss with you. I'm a person where I don't see an issue if someone has an issue and they want to talk to me about it. I don't always think that if your voice is raised, it's disrespectful. It is levels. It depends. I can tell the difference between you're just upset and your voice is loud versus you're yelling at me in a disrespectful tone. It's two different things. I feel like Darren don't want either. He wants, Darren, I'm upset with you. You went and talked to Tandy. I don't like that. And we need to sit here and have a conversation. That ain't how I'm going to come with you. It just isn't. If I'm upset, what the fuck was you doing, bro? That may be how I say some things. But I digress. She say it's fine. I can do that. I don't believe she's going to be able to do that, but I digress. And they hug it out. So again, I don't think they're going to make it because Darren seems very close-minded to how other people may effectively communicate. Sometimes people effectively communicate by not having such a quiet voice. It doesn't mean it's just disrespectful. It doesn't mean it is aggressive. It does not mean that it's violent. It just means it's at a higher tone. And I don't think I should have to lower my voice when I talk to you if I'm upset. I should be able to control my anger. Yes. But my voice make it raise. Okay, but anyway. We then see London and Divine have dinner. Okay, now look, this is my thing. Divine told us she was over it, you know what I'm saying? She can't believe it, and blah, 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 blah. She come to this dinner. You was on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just wondering, like, what's going on? Like, I'm sitting here and it's daylight outside, but I feel like I'm in the dark. Okay? And you know what I'm saying? I need to know where you stand or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been playing it safe or whatever, and I don't have time for games. He go, well, I have to play damage control. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I haven't slept for 3 days. Think about what I put you through, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have any reasons to play games, okay? You know what I'm saying? I respect you, you know what I'm saying? And I should not have left you in the dark, okay? And real talk, you my number one. Okay, girl? You are my number one. And you know what I'm saying? I know I have a lot of makeup, but it's you and it's me. And we together in this family. I'm paraphrasing. Anyway, because you are my ride or die. I say, you know what, if London one more time, as a grown-ass man in America, call this lady his ride or die, I'm going to punch him in the throat. Straight in the throat. Okay? Anyway, and she fed into the bullshit of it all. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I've invested so much into you, know what I'm saying? And I need to know if it'll pay off. Oh, you just make me so angry sometimes, London. But you can't kiss me right now, girl. She went from being done to believing this bullshit. I feel like because Alexis is no longer in the picture, he now wants to focus on Divine. But I do feel like if Alexis has not acted a total ass at that party going off on him, that he may not have been so quick to cozy up to Divine. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Anyway, she said, I'm happy that he's opened up to me and I'm closer to him now. Girl, you not. You just fell for his bullshit. Alexis and Brent meet up. I also don't think they're gonna be a good couple. Okay, not this soon. Now they may date after the show ends and get closer to cool, but girl, they laughing and talking and laughing or whatever. They bring up how they were the best things about the camping trip. If you think so, you know we're friends we became friends, okay, and then that's the best foundation for a relationship. I say, oh, that's very, very true. Y'all became a couple out of desperation. She was done with London. I don't, in some kind of way, y'all merged, but I feel like y'all have not even been talking to each other the whole season. Girl, I don't really care. They bring up how they just eventually became drawn to each other because there was no one left. It's easy to be drawn when there are not many people left. Drawn to each other is what Tandy and Margaret was. Drawn is even what what Ashima and Darren was. That's drawn to each other, truth be told, because there was a connection there from the beginning. Don't matter if it was real or fake. Because I could have swore they went on a date and it was nothing. Girl, he said, I know I'm second place or whatever. I know you have a number one. She says, no, you know what I'm saying? You helped me realize and question me even picking him as a number one. Okay, I don't want to deal with London. It's about me and you. Okay, me and you. And now they gonna vibe together because she said she done with London. I guess so. Now Mario and Todd the other day at they were doing pottery, making the pottery stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He said now that Reva's gone and that whole door is closed, you know what I'm saying? He can now move forward and focus 100% on Tandy. You could have been doing that, bruh. You chose not to, okay? Anyway, she said, well, I wasn't worried about Reva. No, okay? I don't care if Reva did self-eliminate. I was not worried about her. Now sip on that. I said, well, I guess so, honey. I don't think she was either. They talk about who they think will end up with them in the top three, and they say they think it'll be Darren and Shima, and maybe Divine in London. I would not be surprised if that didn't happen. I'm just gonna say that, okay? Anyway, we then see he gives her a clay ring. He said, close your eyes, and he gives her a clay ring. Oh my God, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, it is beautiful, oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I said, okay, it's a clay ring. And I'm gonna always love this. Okay. It was cute. It was a very cute moment. My thing is, Mario and Tanya is always... Mario was getting on my nerves before because he kept including Reva. And I'm like, you and Tanya could have damn near been married by now if you weren't bullshitting. So we then see the guys and the girls meet with Tommy separately. Now, I can admit, I was not listening to the guys too much because I didn't really care. I did find out that Darren is not there because his dad had a heart attack. Okay, so he had to come back to Detroit to be with his family. So he's not there. I don't recall who the guys said should go. I'm going to guess that it was Alexis. Mainly because, Mario wants Tandy and London wants Divine. And, I just can assume them two would pick Alexis. And I think they would not pick Ashima because Ashima, of course, is readily with Darren. So I just think that's what... I don't remember what they said. Now, the ladies is talking. And this was a bunch of crazy. So, they asked, well, who do you think should go home, whatever. So Ashima said, I think London playing games. Tanya said she do feel like London is not ready to love. And Alexis brings up how I think he playing games because he kept telling me or whatever to protect our bubble and how, the story was about them and don't let anybody interfere with their story. You know what I'm saying? She says how he told her, he did not want to date a woman with kids and how Divine has kids and how Divine is too aggressive and he likes that Alexis, doesn't make it easy for him. So Divine think bullshit on it all. One, I think he's ready to love, and two, I think that Alexis is lying. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the London that I know. Now this whole thing was literally a Divine versus London, Divine versus Alexis, back and forth or whatever. Alexis is bringing up all kind of things that she say that London told her, and the reason that she think he isn't ready. I think Alexis is being childish, and Alexis does not want to go home, so she has to attack the only other person who she can, because she can't go after Tiny or Ashima. Her only other person she can go to is Divine, because they both were kind of, it's really between Divine in London and uh, Alexis and Brent, truth be told, or whatever. And so she brings up how you said, because didn't you say at your house on his birthday that he said that, so he picked you or whatever, and when you said that, I was very, very upset. And so to prove to me that, he didn't say that, he called you on a three-way call with me. Now Divine say, I know she lying. Like, that does not, London would not do that, so she's lying. I don't believe her at all. I'm saying, and they like, so you was on the three-way call with London and Divine? Like, that's kind of crazy. And she said, yeah, but it was what it was or whatever. And so, she's like, when you called and when he called you, and on the phone you said and you admitted that, that he did not pick you or whatever. Remember that? She's like, no, I don't remember that. I don't know if that's true. They both lying in some form of way. I don't really know. I'm saying, Divine not mad, and now she finger banging. Whatever. I don't know you. I don't know you. I'm like, oh, here we go. Okay. I'm saying, I don't know you to trust your Alexis. I don't know you, girl. I said, okay, put them guns down. So it was just a mess at that point. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, because Divine then said, I would have never partook us. I say partook us. I don't think that's a word. Anyway, in someone being childish enough to call another woman on a three-way call, and I had to be quiet to hear the conversation. I'm like, okay, I agree. But let's not forget that at dinner with Divine's friends, when London was asked about picking someone and he didn't pick anyone, and when Divine said, well, you picked me before, he at that point did lie and say, I never said that. So my thing is, I think it's true that London told Alexis he didn't do that. He told Divine's friends in front of Divine that he didn't do it. So I'm like, it ain't like we don't know that London lied, but I digress, okay? Anyway, so Divine, like, at the end of the day, me and London are rock solid. And Alexa said, because I let him go. I'm like, oh, Lord. At this point, they're going back and forth because, Divine, like, you can't make it seem as if me and him only together because you left him alone. I say, technically, it's true. Divine, he literally got up from you at the campfire pit fire thing, got up, walked away from you, and went and got Alexis, who was with a whole other man. Okay? So even if he has chosen you right now, it is easier for you because Alexis is no longer entertaining London. Now, Alexis is causing trouble and wants to get London sent home. Absolutely. But I do agree to a certain extent that because she left London alone a little bit, that he focused on you fully because he'd already been embarrassed in front of the whole group. But I digress, okay? So at this point in time, Divine, like, I'm saying, whatever, I'm saying, I know you didn't pull out, I pulled out, I left him alone. And when I left him alone and I told him that he can go get you, okay, he still came after me. I say, when? After the campfire? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now they're going back, girl, it was back and forth bullshit or whatever. Alexa then said, y'all are perfect for one another. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all both look desperate and y'all be lying. I said, oh, God, not desperate and lying. Alexis made herself look childish, immature, petty, and desperate because you are so desperate to win this that you went after Divine. Even if everything she said has truth to it, you stooped to a level that you didn't need to. You didn't. You then, because the fact that she just tried to make it seem like, London was consistently dogging Divine to her. Why would you want to be with a man who's consistently dogging another woman to you? Just wondering or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and when Divine said, girl, Brent is your fallback guy, I've been saying because London didn't want you. I said, ooh. Yes, that is true. But the same way that Divine tried to make Brent her fallback guy when London was going for Alexis. I'm like, y'all both in the same boat, but y'all both have a dude. Like, leave it be. But no, they want to keep at each other, whatever. So they kind of squash it. I'm saying, where they all say, me and my dude, we solid, and that's all that matters. So it was over with, okay? But the Divine then jokingly said, okay, now untie my boxing gloves. And ha 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 ha. Lex like, bitch, you would get dragged. I would drag you in this bitch. I said, oh Lord, I want all the smoke. I said, what? Girl, Alexis looked crazy. She looked, even if everything, I believe 9 times out of 10 the things that she said London told her, I do. However, how she went about it was childish and petty and messy. Messy. Okay, so we shall see. Anyway, that was it. Peace.